Hey everyone, Richard here. So I have another contest or giveaway entry, if you will. Man Cave Comics hit 250 subscribers, and he's doing a pretty simple giveaway that was fun. I figured I'd pull the books to do it. Um, I'll leave it as link to his channel in the description. You can go check it out and do one yourself. So more entries the better. But really simple. All he wanted us to do was choose 3 of our favorite artists. I think he said you could do your least favorite artist too, though I don't know why you'd have your least favorite artist's books. But you wanted to see 3 of your favorite artists and 3 books from each one. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and do that. First book, or first artist, I guess, is an artist who I have almost everything they've put out, except for the stuff in like the last 2 years, give or take. Some of their most recent stuff I don't have. But I've been talking about this artist basically as long as I've had this channel, so like 2015, 2016, and that artist is Joshua Middleton. First book, this is right here, NYX number 4. Probably his best X23 cover in my opinion. I like this cover way more than I like number 3. I don't know, there's a certain character to it. What's that? Next one, very simplistic style in one of his earlier covers while he would still do art for Marvel, because he won't do art for Marvel anymore, which is a long story in itself. But X-Men Unlimited number 47, a great Psylocke cover that I got signed right here, 9.8. It's a very simple cover, but just something about his simplicity speaks to me. And the way he does his faces, they're very emotive to me, and I just really like them. The last book from Middleton is a DC book, because the vast majority of his body of work is with DC. It's a Supergirl cover, and it might be my favorite Supergirl cover that he did. Really hard to say, but it's so light and airy and almost uplifting. Supergirl number 43. Okay, so yeah. First artist, Joshua Middleton. Next artist, we're going to go back in time a bit. John Romita Sr. I'm a very big Spider-Man fan. I have, I'd say, the majority of the Silver Age run of Amazing Spider-Man, except for some of the earliest issues, obviously. And John Romita sort of defined the look of Spider-Man. My favorite Spider-Man cover is actually a Steve Ditko cover, but Romita is way more significant in my mind, just for basically defining who this character was. So here's a few books. Number 41, First Rhino. Love how the colors are deep and pop on this cover. Number 50, I like to show this book whenever I can, mainly because it is an Italian stamped copy, and it was manufactured with one staple, so really cool. Excuse the mylar glare. And I just grabbed this one because I always like this cover. Yeah, number 62 with Medusa. So yeah, there's that. And then the last artist is an artist he's passed away now, but he worked straight through the Golden Age, through the Silver Age, into the Bronze Age, and he has some modern books also. But he's more well known as a pinup artist. He worked for Playboy for a while. He just did a ton of pinup work. And that artist is J. Scott Pike. So here's Young Love number 120. It's a nice Bronze Age romance book that he did. Here's a book that was in my favorite covers list for so long, and it still is, I think. It wasn't worth very much for a while, but it's always been relatively hard to find. Only recently did it sort of catch on with other collectors and people wanting it. But Showcase presents number 79, first appearance of Dolphin. This book is just very ahead of its time as far as concerned in terms of artwork, and you can tell the pinup influence going on here. Some people don't like that green, but green's my favorite color, so I absolutely love this cover. And the last book, is a Golden Age book. It's probably the rarest Golden Age book, not one of the rarest books I have in my collection, because it took me several years to track down a copy. Lovers number 49. Again, J. Scott Pike. It's very it almost has a traditional tattoo look to it. I don't know, something about this cover. Yeah, really, really like this cover. This is probably top 5 books in my collection. Not necessarily most valuable. It's probably a $700 book, give or take, just based on offers I've had for them. But I would take this over some of my more valuable books any day of the week, because I don't know if I could replace this. So yeah, Lovers number 49. So there's that. There's my 3 artists and 3 books from each. So again, congrats again to you, Man Cave Comics. Go check out his channel in the description. Hope you're all well, and take care, everyone.